Alright guys, hopefully things are going good. I'm working on the ms260. I grabbed the tripod here. Get you guys set up. I'm not fumbling around. Probably should have had the tripod set up to begin with, but I never claimed to be a excellent video guy. So, alright. Here it is. This is the ms260. I'm still waiting for a fuel line to come in, but Chippy's ATV sent me these parts right here, chain tensioner, a double adjustable carburetor, and a carb kit. That was most of what I was missing. That donation that we got the other week, that $50 donation, bought these caber rings and this clutch setup, and then another donation came in, pro sticker for right there, so that's really sweet. I just got the numbers with no base gasket at the very edge. I don't know if I got a pointer or not. You can see in there, see that shiny spot? It's very thin. At the very edge, this has 15,000 squish, and then it jumps up huge in there. So I'm gonna have to do some chamber work. In fact, I wonder how much chamber work I can do before I run. What did I do with my Sharpie? Hopefully the compressor don't kick in. I forgot to. Okay, I got a little bit of. You can see that Sharpie line in there. I got a little bit of room that I can probably most definitely fix the squish, but I can't go super crazy, but I should have enough to fix the squish. The exhaust is 98, transfers are 121, and it's 70 on the intake, so this thing's got 140 degrees total timing. Exhaust, I mean, steels typically run a high exhaust roof. That's why these things scream stock. I'm going to come in, I'm going to open the lowers, I'm going to clean up and elongate the uppers, I'm going to widen the exhaust just a scooch on each side. Where's the ring? Probably not going to be able to widen the intake as far as I want. Might try a lung in this. They're kind of odd shaped. Might do a lung. But I think what I'm going to try to do is manipulate the chamber enough so I can cut the base and actually lower this roof, because I think I'm going to try to make this gain more torque, and I need to go back more to my roots. I've been playing around on a few other saws, but typically what I'm really good at is building a good strong work saw, and that's what I sold my 261. I sent it down the road, so I no longer have a 50cc saw that I can actually go out and do severe work with. So I think let's build this 260 for a serious work saw, environment for me. I think I'll be happy with that. So I'm gonna try to lower the roof down to 102, and yeah, I'm gonna try to lower it down to 102, and then give this thing 78 or so on the intake. I don't want to go too crazy on the intake because steels have a bad spitback problem to begin with. But I would like to say thanks for the guys that have donated for this project. I dug through my stash. This chain's dusty. I do have this, you know, dusty as all get out, but this is a brand spanking new semi-chisel double rakered safety chain. Not ideal. But that's what I have, and I have, well, give you an idea how long this has been sitting around. There's the price on it, and they ain't been that price for quite a long time. But I have this brand new bar that's dusty as all get out, 20 inch. So we will set this thing up, because this is what I have floating around the shop, so might as well set this up to use it. I was originally going to make this a 3/8 setup, and I still might if I change my mind. I don't know. It's so hard to say, because I do have that was donated to the channel as well. Let me grab it. I do have this Archer Trimax 16 3/8 that will fit this saw if I convert it over to 3/8. This was donated. A buddy of mine ordered some bars on the internet, and they ended up not being what he wanted, and he asked if I wanted them for the channel, and I said sure, so he donated them to the channel. Good buddy I went to school with, so he donated that Archer bar, and it'd be. But I really, that Red Max I got set up with the 3/8. I'm really enjoying that. I think I'd enjoy this, but then again, I also have that brand new 20-inch bar that's been and chain that's been sitting around here. I don't know, 3-4 years now, and I haven't used it yet. So I guess I'll weigh that option as we get it built. But I'm thinking I'm gonna try to drop this, bump the compression. I might do a little chamber welding to it. I'm gonna want to squeeze this one hard and give it a lower roof, get some good torque out of it. And yep. So enough on this. The muffler's soaking in the ultrasonic cleaner, trying to get all the carbon and stuff out of it. This does have the 1-hole muffler instead of the 4-hole. Those that want the better muffler, the 4-hole one's the better one. It's the early model 026. It had the metal handle instead of the plastic. But for what I'm going to muffler mod it, so it does not matter. I will probably muffler mod this and still keep it where it has a spark arrestor, because this will be a duty work saw. I think we'll keep these spikes. For as small as these saws are, these spikes tend to be okay. I have put bigger spikes on them. On the carb that Chippy sent us, it's not sure the model of it, but it's the twin screwed one, and I think this is on the older models. I'll have to do a cover swap. I need this cover to fit this air filter. So, but we're going to keep this one all appearing stock looking. I'm going to see if I can juice it up some. Let's talk about some other things. I guess I'll take you out of here. I've already babbled on here for over 8 minutes. I did get this up and going. I got the fuel lines in it, fuel filter, tank vent. This thing rams and jams and runs amazing, but it's a little bit on the ragged edge. She is a little finicky to tune. But once you get her there, she's there, and this thing is a screaming demon. That's that 520 SP that I ported. I switched it. I did find a 7-pin rim, so it's got a 7-pin now on it instead of the 8-pin. But the downside is I think she's a winter-only saw, because in this weather that we're having, by the time you try to run a tank of fuel out of it, the gas is actually boiling in the gas tank, so it does make quite a bit of heat. I will be going back into this, not because I'm not totally unhappy with it. It's running really good. I want to fix the tight squish, which I'm going to be throwing a base gasket in. And when I do that, I want to experiment. I want to try filling in my lungs and doing an oval intake and see how this behaves, and see if I can get that irritabilitiness out of it on the idle side. And if I can, that's sweet. My carb kit should be in any day. And when I tear back into this, I'll pull the jug off that other one so I can show you guys the differences that I did on that. But I'm really stoked. That's a really good running saw. It's just a little finicky to tune on the idle side. I think I changed the volume enough without, you know, like I'm sure the moves I did on it, if it was a 272, would probably be a lot happier than it was if it was the 50 millimeter bore. This 50 millimeter bore, I think I killed the velocity at an idle. I think it drops too much, and that's why she wants to load up. And then if I set it where she don't load up, then coming out of a cut she acts a little lean. So I'm gonna change it up a little bit and see if I can perk the velocity up a little bit on the bottom side, gain a little bit of throttle response, and then I'm gonna fix the squish with a base gasket. And if I'm not happy that route, I can always cut just a smidgen more out of the combustion chamber. I'd only have to cut maybe 10 thousandths out, and then she'll be good. But instead of, you know, how I do the chambers, it's so risky, so I'd rather just try a base gasket. It's not that critical. It will move the numbers just a smidgen, but not much. But other than that, I love that saw. And I am getting another wrap very similar to this one for the other 670. And I'm not sure if that other 670 is what they call the Champ or not. I'm not sure. It looks just like this, but it doesn't have a wrap and it doesn't have all the cutter's edge stuff. This originally had all that armor plating in the front. I actually stole the chain tensioner, this muffler bracket, and that bumper spike off the other one. So I'm still missing. I'm gonna have to find a muffler bracket and felling spikes. I really like to find the bigger West Coast ones for this that are double-sided. I just don't know where to find them at. Parts are pretty hard to find. I think some Johnson Red stuff Husqvarna stuff will fit. But I think the Husqvarnas were three spikes, I think. But alright, I've jibber-jabbered enough. I'm gonna get working on the chamber on this and see if I can fix the squish and then get it lowered down and then start the port work on this. The guys that donated to this, thank you very much. Hopefully I can build a pretty cool saw out of it, and hopefully you guys will get a kick out of it when it's all together and running. You guys enjoy your day, have a good one, and take it easy.